Hello and welcome to Firefighting in Canada This Week. Today's edition is brought to you by VFIS of Canada, a division of CVIS Incorporated, Canada's largest insurer of firefighters. I'm Jayson Koblun and this is your firefighting news. Your top story: Canada Post has unveiled a new stamp that honors the country's firefighters for saving lives and protecting property and the environment with their skills and courage. Then, BC pledges $50 million to help fund fire prevention projects. And Firefighting in Canada revisits an article from 2012 about firefighters communicating properly when at a scene. Canada Post has unveiled a new stamp that honors the country's firefighters. The stamp is one of 5 that were unveiled to reflect Canada's gratitude for all emergency responders. Canada Post and the stamp designers consulted with the Canadian Association of Fire Chiefs, whose members represent roughly 3,500 fire departments across Canada, to ensure the stamp accurately represents firefighters. The other emergency responders stamps pay tribute to paramedics, the Canadian Armed Forces, search and rescue experts, and police. Canada Post said that few emergencies trigger such an immediate sense of threat as a fire breaking out in homes or communities, or being injured and trapped in a vehicle after a serious collision. In situations that might make most people panic, firefighters arrive well equipped and trained to intervene as a cohesive team. The stamps are available for purchase on canadapost.ca and at postal outlets across Canada. The BC government is changing its approach to wildfire prevention and has pledged to give $50 million over 3 years to help local governments and First Nations target fire risks in their communities. The funding announcement comes as communities across the province continue to deal with the aftermath of the 2018 wildfire season. The new Community Resiliency Investment Program allows local leaders to apply for funding to cover 100% of its wildfire risk reduction projects instead of the previous cost-sharing model. The money will support prevention activities on both provincial Crown land and private land, as well as local government and reserve land. The project funding will be administered by the Union of BC Municipalities. While communications may not be an exciting topic for hands-on training, it is necessary, Mark Feyst writes in the September issue of Firefighting in Canada. It seems communications is always the one constant denominator in every aspect of the job, and it is always being improved upon so that it will work without fail. Good communication is important and plays a vital role in how well firefighters in a department respond, react, and conduct themselves in day-to-day operations, Feyst states. A breakdown in communications leads to a dysfunctional fire department or fireground. Different types of communications are used in the fire service that we should all be familiar with and well-versed in, he states. They are written communications, face-to-face communications, electronic communications, and radio communications. Read the full article at firefightingincanada.com. This is Annex Business Media's Niche TV. Thanks again to VFIS of Canada, a division of CVIS Incorporated, Canada's largest insurer of firefighters. Stay tuned for our next episode of Firefighting in Canada This Week on Friday, September 28th. I'm Jayson Koblun. See you next time.